Hey guys, it's Allie Bondurant here from College Fascio. Today I'm going to be doing a podcast about some different fashion trends that have been happening in the recent year or years. So to start off with, I thought I would start with oversized everything. Why does it seem like every girl and guy, honestly, wants to be wearing an oversized t-shirt? I mean, yes, it's very comfy, but it is not really flattering. But I guess maybe the whole point is comfort over looks, which, I mean, I'm all here for, trust me. If you guys have been reading my blogs, you've seen that I value comfort in everything that I wear and basically everything that I do. And I'm not saying that I'm against this trend, but I just find it interesting that it was a fashion trend. Part of me thinks that it was started by Kanye West's fashion line. If you guys know about his fashion line, it's very simple and kind of like grungy almost, I would describe it. I don't even know how to describe it. It's like colors that you wouldn't normally think would be, wouldn't think would be popular, but also it's like oversized stuff, at least of what I know. So I just think that this was possibly started by Kanye and his fashion line. Speaking of Kanye, I don't know if you guys had seen Kim Kardashian, but I feel like she's the one who possibly started the biker shorts trend. I know she was one of the first people who I saw that was wearing them, and honestly, she can pull off anything, but I was kind of surprised to start seeing other people also trying to pull them off, and most people I think can, but I do not think that I would be one of those people, and I don't think that I'm going to try to be one of those people. But this is also usually a look that is combined with an oversized shirt and big chunky shoes, usually like Air Force Ones or the like Fila shoes. And speaking of those are also very popular these days. Mainly, I feel like with people that are trying to keep up with the fashion trends, and I think in my mind, I label these girls as like the people that would want to or are living in like the LA area, the very bougie area, where they're always on the top of all the latest trends and all that. And it seems like if you're going to be wearing Air Force Ones or Fila shoes, you're going to want to get the white ones. That seems to be the main attractive color, I guess. These people that wear them are also people that want to keep these shoes as white as possible or as clean as possible, and they're not very practical shoes, but they're like gym shoes, so it's kind of confusing. I don't know, I think the Air Force Ones are kind of cute, but I don't think I would personally ever buy them for myself. I don't think that it's worth my money, and I think there's other shoes that I would rather wear. And personally, I don't really like the Fila shoes. I don't know, there's just something about them isn't an appealing look to me, and I don't really know how I would wear them. But I do know, like, some people can pull them off, and I think if you can pull them off, then go ahead and go for it. Like, shoot your shot. So next, I thought we would talk about the fanny pack. This used to be, this is like a reoccurring trend. I feel like, I don't really know when this was first popular, but I know it's definitely coming back. And people aren't only wearing them around the waist anymore. They're also wearing it like almost like a crossbody like purse. It like buckles around your shoulder and like under your armpit, and you like put the bag part in the front and it's like buckled in the back. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just maybe look up the different ways to wear a fanny pack. And I think the funny thing about this, I guess not funny, but just interesting, is that both males and females are wearing fanny packs. And I feel like it probably wasn't a super huge thing to see males wearing a fanny pack the first time that this was a trend. Usually I see the males wearing it like the crossbody way, and I think it's especially popular with those who are very into fashion. And I don't know if this is necessarily true, but I feel like in very fashion forward countries, this is extremely popular. Like, I think Asian men are big into this. Also, like, European males, I think. And then, like I said before, like the LA people who are on top of all the different trends, I think that they would also be very into this. So next, I don't know if these are super popular like right now. I think they still are, but I feel like last year these were super popular. But backpack purses, I don't know if you guys were into this trend or not, but using like, it was a backpack purse. It was very cute. Like, I'm trying to think of the brands. I know like probably Coach and like Fossil and what's the one company called? Kate Spade. Like, they all had like very nice backpacks. And they're like smaller. They're not like a normal backpack. They're like a smaller bag. And you just use it like a purse, but it's in a backpack form. And I really wanted to get one when I saw this, but I wanted to get like a nice one. But the nice ones are obviously more expensive, and I couldn't find it in myself to be paying that much for a backpack purse, especially because I didn't know if I would use it all that often. And also, I know like my mom always told me when I go into like the city or something, like make sure like if you have a purse, it's always in front of you and you have your eyes on it at all times. And I just don't think it's the best idea to be walking around areas with like your wallet and all your phone and your backpack behind you. And like, obviously, maybe on a college campus, this wouldn't really be anything to worry about, but if you were wearing it, like, in the city or something, you would want to be careful with that to not get, like, pickpocketed or something. Okay, so moving on. Let's talk about Vans, the shoes. It seems like these are also very popular, and I think this is also another one of those reoccurring trends with Vans, and I think Converse too. For both brands, like the high tops, and for Vans, like the slip-ons are very popular. I think for Converse, like the most popular is probably their high tops. But talking about Vans, I think the slip-on white Vans are their most popular shoe, and this is one of the fashion trends that I've talked about that I actually follow, and I do have a white pair of Vans that I wear very often. They're one of my favorite shoes, and it was such a good buy. I think another very popular shoe of theirs is their checkered black and white slip-on. This is, once again, a shoe of theirs that I don't currently have, but I would invest in if I had the money. Yeah, I think Vans, just in like the last 2 or 3 years, and it's have become like super big, and it's still staying around. I think it's here to stay for a little while. But yeah, my white slide-on Vans, like I can wear that with like anything. I have to be careful to try and keep them as clean as possible. I started getting them dirty the other day, and I don't know how well they're gonna wash, so I'm a little afraid to wash them. I don't mind them getting like a little dirty, but I got like this orange like fertilizer that was on the grass that I walked through on them, and it just looks like Cheeto dust or something on my shoes. So hopefully I can find a way to get that off of there, but for now, I guess it's fine. So moving on. Okay, this is a big one that I have been seeing, and it is the vintage concert t-shirt. I don't know if you guys have been noticing, but like Rolling Stone t-shirts, I feel like are huge right now. Like I feel like every day I'm seeing somebody wearing a Rolling Stone concert t-shirt. And part of me, like, I think they look so cute, but I'm wary to wear any artist shirt that I cannot name a song of theirs off the top of my head. And I hate to say that I can't name a song of Rolling Stone off the top of my head, but I feel like before I buy a t-shirt for a band that I don't know, I should probably look into them and at least know 1 or 2 songs of theirs, so that in the event that somebody asks me what song I like, I actually have a song to say. But yeah, like not just Rolling Stone, like any kind of concert tee, I feel like is very popular these days. And I just feel like I'm seeing them more and more. And it's not like it's an authentic like concert tee. It's like they're starting to reprint like old bands that aren't really that big anymore, or maybe are like, I don't know, their music is becoming popular again. I'm not really sure. It just seems like these bands that you don't really hear about all that often, like these concert tees are being, like I said, not concert tees, but like band tees, I guess you'd call them, are being sold and bought. And I like how they look. I just think it's very interesting. Besides that, I also thought it'd be interesting to talk about the different type of, I think this is kind of like a YouTube thing, but I don't know if you guys have heard of like the E-Girl or the Visco Girl or like the Euphoria TV show inspired makeup, but I watch YouTube from time to time, and these are like trends that I feel like they come for like a couple months and they're like super huge, and you can like see them all over like social media and stuff, but after like 3 months or so, like you don't hear about them anymore. But I thought, for those of you that don't know, I will read like a little blurb about all of these so that you kind of know and are in of what these things are. So an e-girl, according to Urban Dictionary, is a species of emo usually found on TikTok, which is an app if you don't know, but commonly spends time on Tumblr. Can be found wearing pink eyeshadow with a large wing, and a wing they're talking about like with what do you call it? It's like makeup. It's like winged eyeliner. I don't know if you know what that is, but and little hearts under the eyes and a blush nose. Normally wearing some type of shirt from Urban Outfitters over a long sleeve striped shirt. Okay, so that's the e-girl. And then the Visco girl, according to Urban Dictionary again, wears oversized t-shirts or sweatshirt with Nike shorts, has Vans, Crocs, Birks, and wears a shell necklace. She also wears tube tops and jean shorts. She always has a hydro flask, and she can't leave home without a scrunchie, and her favorite car is a Jeep. I feel like VSCO Girl is probably the one that you would have heard about most. This, I think, was huge everywhere, and it's funny to see, like, walking around college, how many people kind of fit this definition. I don't think that they're necessarily trying to be like this. It's just, like, a look that's very common these days and is very comfortable, too, honestly. And then finally, the Euphoria-inspired makeup. If you guys have seen the show Euphoria, Zendaya's in it, but the makeup from it is usually like very bright colors, like eyeshadow. I've noticed it's like specifically like pink, purple, blue, and like green kind of. And then they add like glitter and like stick-on gems, and it's just very kind of like, it's not your usual normal like daily look for makeup, so it's kind of interesting. Anyway, these are some of like the fashion trends that I've been noticing, so I just thought I'd talk about that for a little bit with you guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed this first podcast of mine. I'll be doing a couple more later on in the semester, so hopefully you guys will tune into those. But for now, that's all I have. So goodbye.